Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're just going to be doing a review of the new BeautyBlender Bounce Foundation. So I did get mine, well actually ordered it the day it came out, so I believe July 24th potentially. Mine came broken, but we'll get into that later. So I did get mine in the shade 4.2 and we'll get into how that turned out for me as well later on in the video. But I just want to touch on the foundation itself. So I know that it is kind of controversial right now just because of the lack of diversity in the shade range. I've heard a lot of things about the owner saying that she's Latina. She wanted to make sure like the Latina community was serviced, and I understand that, but what about us? So I think how she broke it down from what I heard was like, I think anything in the 400, or no, not 4. Anything in the 4 range was considered deep. And my shade is a 4.2 or a 4.1. We'll get into that later on in the video. But I definitely don't describe myself as deep. I mean, let me know if you think that I'm deep in the comments down below, but I don't think that I'm deep. So that's the problem right there with the foundation. Now, I mean, it was nice that she came out with 32 shades, but if she just evenly distributed them among everybody, then obviously it would have been a better turnout. I just don't understand why brands create foundations and they always are like, we're gonna add darker colors later. Like, what is later? Like, if you're gonna launch it, launch everything together. Don't try and service us after the fact. You know what I'm saying? But all of that aside, I'm gonna leave that little rant alone. So if you want to see how this foundation turns out, and my impressions and everything like that, then obviously stay tuned and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. So this is how the foundation comes in the box. It retails for $40. It's currently available on Sephora.com and the BeautyBlender website. It is 1 fluid ounce, which is the standard size for a normal foundation. And then I'm just going to go ahead and read a little bit of information about it on my phone just to give you guys some details. So it says it's supposed to be easy to blend, full coverage, a natural velveteen matte finish, 24 hours comfortable wear, 32 shades, vegan, cruelty-free, formulated without parabens, phthalates, sulfates, and oils. So basically it's just supposed to be like a super long wearing, full coverage matte foundation. So I have already tried it out, so I definitely already have my final thoughts about it other than the shade range debacle. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys kind of like my review of it since I have already worn it, and I'm just going to try it on so you guys can kind of see how I'm feeling, what it's looking like, and all that good stuff. So one thing I can say I honestly really like about the foundation is obviously the packaging. I feel like that's honestly the best part. It's just really innovative. It's just nice how you can kind of use this as like your little palette, I guess, maybe, I don't know, as your surface or whatever to apply your foundation, to use like your sponge or your brush, because I typically apply mine on the back of my hand just because there's really nowhere else to apply, especially when I'm pumping it out. The cool thing about this is it does have like a little lock on the back. Now, like I said, mine is broke, so I just want you guys to know ahead of time before I turn this around because it look crazy. But this is what it looks like here, and there we go. You can see right there is the little lock, and you can see where it's like kind of cracked at, which is why I'm holding it like super delicately. But I really like the packaging. The design, like I said, is very innovative. It's nice that it has a lock on it. Like, who would have thought of that for foundation? I feel like that's like super smart. Like, why don't all foundations have locks? I feel like somebody else said that in one of their videos. I don't remember who. But yeah, so I can honestly say I really love the packaging, and honestly I feel like BeautyBlender should just make like the packaging by itself where you can like refill the foundation and you can use it with any foundation. That would probably be a really good idea. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some foundation so you guys can see what it looks like. And because I have this like huge curly bang situation going on, I'm just gonna kind of like pin that back because obviously I don't want to get any foundation in my hair and it's just gonna be in my way the whole time. So I'm just gonna take my damp beauty blender and then press it in that foundation. And I'm just gonna apply it all over, and I have my mirror in front of me, so if you wonder why I'm looking down, that is why. And like I said, this foundation is too dark for me, and honestly, now that I'm looking at it in the light, it is orange. Like, I look straight up orange, y'all. So with 2 pumps applied all over, it's kind of giving me more of like a medium coverage. Like, there's still a little bit of my skin peeking through here. This is where I kind of have like dark marks from when I break out. And like I said, the foundation looks, I look orange, y'all. I look orange. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish applying it all over, and then I'm gonna let you guys see what that looks like. And then afterwards, I'll just kind of go ahead and do my face and see how everything kind of comes together. So this is what the foundation looks like all over, and as you can see, I look crazy, like very crazy. My face is orange. Like I said, it is a little bit too dark, but also the undertone is just not working for my skin tone. Like, if you can kind of see like my chest and my face, it just doesn't match. It doesn't match at all. So like, the 4.2 was not for me. I didn't know it was this bad. I think when I tried it the first time, my lighting wasn't as good, so maybe it just looked better then. I'm probably gonna go ahead and try another shade, potentially. I'm not sure. Maybe the 4.1. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just looking at myself looking crazy. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is the rest of my face, and I'm gonna come back and give you like my final thoughts on the foundation. So this is what the foundation looks like afterwards. So I just did my normal routine, just some powder, concealer, bronzer, blush, highlight, and I just threw on some lashes and a lip. I can honestly say that it looks pretty good, especially with what we were starting with, because I was looking orange. Honestly, I feel like that concealer and powder saved me. I used the new Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Warm Sand. And then I went ahead and set that with the Beauty Bakery Flour Powder, which is this right here. And this stuff is actually pretty good. It was my first time using it, and my skin looks like extra smooth. So honestly, I can say everything looks pretty good. The only thing I don't like is it did kind of like crack a little bit, because it started to settle a little bit in my smile lines. But that does tend to happen to me, unfortunately, because I have dimples in my smile line, so it just makes it, you know, even more wonderful when I put foundation on. But overall, I can say I do like the finish of the foundation. I liked how thin it was, how buildable it was. The only thing, of course, is the color itself was like orange, and then of course the range for the foundation is just, yeah. But yeah, so that is my review of the foundation. I hope you guys liked this video. Please be sure to leave any comments and good stuff below. I'm going to post more videos soon, so be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And thank you guys so much for watching.